Afternoon, everyone. Just a reminder that this press conference is embargoed until midday tomorrow. As you can see, we've got Gabby with us today, and Kirsty, we'll go with you.
Hi, Gabby. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Well, look, I'm sure there were some difficult moments coming through your injury. What were the emotions at getting another call up and arriving here at St George's Park again as an England player?
Yeah, I think, of course, it's amazing. It's what dreams are made of, playing for your country. Obviously, I've had a tough 12 months, call it. I was sat waiting for my second surgery a year ago today, so I'm proud of how far I've come in that space of time, and I'm just happy to keep progressing and enjoying my football. You've
talked previously about the help you've got with your cousin, Jesse Lingard. What sort of support was he getting you through this second injury, and have you heard from him since the call-up? What message did he have for you?
Yeah, of course. He's been there all the way through my rehab. He's always on the other end of the phone, obviously, with him playing abroad now, but any questions that I had, he was going through injury at the same time. He had a meniscus injury, he had a hamstring injury also, so I could speak to him and he understood it on a different level. I think he was buzzing for me when I got the call up, of course. All of my family were and my close friends, so yeah, it's nice to have him around.
Well, first up, you've got this game against the USA. You'll all know Emma Hayes from all her time in the WSL. What have you made to the start she's had on an international level?
Yeah, I think she's had the start what everyone expected after what she'd done in the WSL. I think any game on the international stage is a big game, and that's no different for USA in the Switzerland game coming up.
How important do you see this camp in terms of, you know, we're now sort of getting ever closer to next summer, a huge summer ahead with the Euros. How important is this camp in terms of that?
Yeah, I think every camp that we go into, we're preparing for the Euros next summer, and I think that's what all the camp's about, preparation, and we want to be ready for next summer, so we'll just keep taking the steps that we need to take to be ready then.
For you personally, is the dream to be involved in that squad, given everything you've been through?
Yeah, I mean, my dream is to enjoy football, and that's what I'm doing on a daily basis now. You never know when you can get it taken away from you, and I know firsthand what it feels like to have it taken away from you, so I'm just enjoying my football, and that's what I'll do and continue to do.
Thanks, all the best.
Lovely to see you back in the Lionesses camp. What does it feel like? Has much changed since you were last part of the squad?
No, I think it's always a great place to come. The staff are welcoming, the players are welcoming. I know a lot of the players already. I think I had my first senior call-up, and that was with Leah and Kira, who are still here now and done very well for themselves. So, yeah, I think it's always an enjoyable place to come, and it's where you want to be.
It's been an enormous challenge for you, I guess, mentally, given the injuries that you had. Was there any point where you thought you might not get back to club football, let alone being back with England?
I think this injury that I had is all about mentality. I think you'll always recover physically, but mentally is where it challenges you. And, of course, I was challenged throughout both of them. I think I had my first meeting with the surgeon on my first ACL, and he said to me, like, there's no guarantee that you'll come back, but I have the mentality where I know I will, and the staff knew that at United and pushed me every single day to be able to do what I want to do again, and I never questioned it because I have the mentality to want to do it, and I wanted to play football, and I wanted to play for Manchester United again, and that's what I've gone and done.
And watching from a distance, what have you made of the Lionesses over the past couple of years or so? I'm guessing you must have been very proud of the progress that they've made.
Yeah, I was buzzing. I went to the Euro final at Wembley, and it was amazing to watch as a supporter. I'm guessing it would have been even better to be involved in the squad, and they all enjoyed it and they all deserved it. They worked hard for that. I've seen it myself over the years, and they deserved it.
USA, Wembley, doesn't get much bigger than that, I guess.
No, I think, like I said, every game on the international stage is a big game and a stepping stone to next summer. So I think we're just going to keep progressing and take every game as it comes.
Across to Emma.
Hi, Gabby. Nice to see you. When you're talking there about kind of being back in the England squad and what it means to you, I just wonder, throughout that whole career, throughout the whole journey with the injury, was there sort of an underlying drive that getting back into the England squad was the ultimate goal? Was that the ultimate aim for you?
My ultimate aim was to get back out on the pitch and performing and enjoying football. Like I said before, like it's difficult when you get something taken away and you realise how much you want to do that. So I've gone back this season and I've wanted to enjoy my football, and wherever that takes me, it takes me. And luckily I was able to get an England call-up, but I'm going to continue to enjoy my football because that's when I play best.
And just talk us through the emotions when Serena called you and said, look, we want you back in the England squad. I'd imagine there was a lot going on, but yeah, what was sort of your overriding feeling?
Yeah, I mean, at the time I was speechless. I think I was stuttering on the phone, and I'm never lost for words. But no, I was buzzing for it. I think when you've been through so much and you get them little wins, I think it's a big thing for you. And I'm all about celebrating the little wins. Like I said, I've been through a lot over the last few years, and celebrating the little wins always keeps you going.
And obviously we're talking about the mentality to come back from that injury, but your performances this season alone have obviously been at a really high level individually. That must be really, really good for you to feel that confidence and to know that that's now being rewarded with an England call-up.
Yeah, I'd like to think nobody can question my mentality. I've shown that I've got a strong mentality, and that comes from my parents. They've always put that into me, and I think getting an international call-up it's what dreams are made of. But playing for Manchester United week in, week out is also what dreams are made of for me. I'm a girl that grown up in Manchester, supporting Manchester United. So I think it's been a great few months, but I'm not stopping there. I'm always pushing on and I always want to improve. I haven't been perfect, and I know that, but I'm happy of where I'm at, and I'm going to continue to push on.
This might be difficult because obviously you've had such good individual performances, but there has obviously been criticism of Manchester United, who obviously you mentioned your club there, in recent weeks. I remember Leah Williamson saying that it was quite nice just to come into a new environment when there was obviously criticism on Arsenal and Lionesses. So I just wonder whether you feel the same. Have you kind of had that refreshment coming into a different environment?
I think every environment's different, but I love being at Manchester United also, and I love being here. I think we've got a great squad, great staff at Manchester United, so I wasn't in a rush to get away. I enjoy being there and working hard every day. The girls have obviously helped me to get into the position that I'm in today. They've pushed me on all the way through the rehab, and I literally wouldn't have been able to get through that rehab without them. So I think I'm happy to be here and also happy to be at club.
We'll hopefully see you on the pitch. Thanks, Gabby.
Thank you.
Catherine?
Hi, Gabby. Having the second ACL when you were with Manchester United, was it harder in terms of it felt like, here we go again, I've got to go through all that again, or the fact that you'd experienced it before, you kind of knew the journey, you knew what it looked like? Did that help in any way?
I'm going to say no. I think the second one was definitely more difficult than the first one. I think the first one, like you said, I went into it with, I didn't really know what to expect, but I'd just signed for Manchester United and I had so many dreams and ambitions that I wanted to do, and it was all taken away from me within 4 games. And the hardest part of an injury is understanding why, and you never know why. That's the toughest part. But yeah, it was a difficult moment, and I'm happy to have come through it with the help of Manchester United.
And I know when you were at Everton, you obviously missed out on their FA Cup final. Obviously, then Man United, you missed out on another one. It must have been really difficult for you. But those lows, when you then get like an experience like this, you get back into England, it must kind of make all the kind of hard things you've gone through worth it, I suppose. Yeah,
definitely. I think the highs are always better than the lows. It's just trying to get out of the lows. And luckily I was able to do that. And to be honest, to anyone that's going through an ACL, I think I would always give them the advice that the mentality is the crucial part, because we've seen over the years you will always come back physically. We've got so much research on it now to come back from it. It's just about your mentality and going out on the pitch and trusting yourself and trusting your knee again. And I was always going to do that because, like I said, I want to play football, and there's no point in me going out there and being only able to give 50% and worrying what the consequences are. I want to play football and I'll give 100% all the time.
Just finally from me, you're quite rare in that you're a left-footed defender, and it doesn't feel like England have many of them. Obviously, in the last camp, we saw Serena play 4 right-footers in the defence. It's something other countries have as well. Germany played 4 right-footed defenders. Being able, being left-footed and having that, does it give you an advantage, do you think, in terms of, competing for that left-back role?
I just feel like the competition here is massive. It's always going to be massive. You're playing for England. I think every player brings something different, and I think that's what the competition is. I'm just happy to be here, and I'm going to work hard and hopefully show what I can bring to the team.
Hi, Gabby. Congrats again on making you come back into the England camp. I was just going to ask, I mean, obviously this camp is going to see a few Man United players, both for England, for the USA. I just wanted to get your thoughts on the potential of maybe playing alongside Maya at international level and just what that relationship's like between you two at the back at United.
Yeah, I think we've had a good start defensively to the season. I think all of the players have contributed into that, whether that be the forwards or the back line or the goalkeeper. I always get on with Maya on and off the pitch. She's our captain and the leader of the squad. So yeah, I think it would be no different here than it would be at club.
And potentially you could see maybe Fallon might get some minutes. You might be facing her. What are your thoughts on her as a player and just what you've seen of her so far?
Yeah, I think she stepped up to the mark and everyone's seen that. I think she's one of the best shot stoppers that I have seen and played with. And I think she deserves that call up more than anyone. She's worked hard for that, and I don't think she was in the system before she started playing this year, and she's been able to show the world what she can do, and I'm so happy for her.
And if you were to get some minutes against the USA potentially at Wembley, what would that mean to you, especially given, like you say, coming back from that long-term knee injury?
Yeah, of course it would be special, especially at Wembley. I think I've been involved in 2 games at Wembley and I was injured for both, so I've not actually played at Wembley before. So of course it would be a special moment, but I'm there for the team in wherever they need me.
And just one for me, obviously Manchester's produced some very talented players, particularly players of colour, with yourself, Kiara Keating coming through. Just, I mean, how important is that for you in terms of, you know, trying to get more girls from diverse backgrounds or ethnic minority backgrounds to come through?
Of course, I think it's important. I think if you can see it, then you can be it. I've always said that. I think growing up, women's football visibility wasn't very big, and it's getting bigger and bigger every year now. So I think for young girls being able to look up to us, I think that's nice for them. And we're just going to keep encouraging people to get involved and play football because it's the best sport. Tom?
Oh, hi, Gabby. Nice to see you. I'm just wondering, in view of the fact that the next 3 camps after this are Nations League games, so not friendlies, more competitive matches, how important do you think this camp is going to be for players like yourself, players like Ruby and Laura or Anna or others who have maybe not had a chance to play much for England lately, like to get a chance to impress? You know, do you think like this is a really big moment for players like yourself to try and make an impression in these friendlies? Yeah,
I think first and foremost you've got to impress on the training pitch before you're able to step on the pitch. I think Serena knows what she's doing. She's got a great track record, so I feel like us training and being in this environment, we have a chance to showcase ourselves, and if we get minutes, we get minutes. If we don't, we're just going to have to keep pushing and working hard. I think that's the most important thing, and I'll never get wrapped up in it all. I'm here to play football and show what I can do, and whatever comes with that comes with that.
Any further questions? Yep, shall we go to the front?
Hi Gabby, you must be so glad to be back on England camp. Just a quick one from me. Are there any new or different feelings being on camp after your injury compared to feelings before your injury?
I wouldn't say so. I think I'm a player that always will give 100%, and I'm here to give 100% for the team. I think obviously I'm in a position now where I want to enjoy football more than ever, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to continue to do on this camp.
We're listening so much.
Hi Gabby, congratulations on making it back into
Thank
the squad. You mentioned earlier about that you're really, really enjoying your football again. Do you take that as a real silver lining of your recovery, that it's really sort of made you fall back in love with the game again? Yeah, definitely. I think I've said it before in an interview, I played my first minutes back for the under-21s, and at the time I was a bit like, oh, is it going to benefit me? And honestly, it benefited me more than anything has in my rehab. I enjoyed the game and I was playing with freedom, and it made me realise, like, this is why I play football and this is what I want to do, and it pushed me on and spurred me on, and the team was amazing, the staff and everyone that was involved. So yeah, I'm very thankful to them. Yeah, you spoke about your teammates earlier as well. How crucial have they been as well to really, like, have they really been pushing you at Man United to get back to your best and support you through your recovery? Yeah, honestly, I don't have enough words for them. The days that was tough, I was able to go in the changing room, and if I needed to cry, I could cry to them. If I needed to rant, I could rant to them, and they always listened and never made me feel like I was a burden, and I think that was the key thing. We have a great squad, like I said, and staff. I was able to speak to all of the staff. I probably cried to every member of staff at United during the rehab because it was so tough, but it's behind me now, and I'm just happy that I'm in the position where I can push on from it.
Any further questions? We'll leave it there today. Thanks very much.
Thank you.